I bought a stack of these trash bags. They're the vintage kind that used to hang from your crank window handle of your car. I used keywords such as classic car show, things like that. And I bought the stack for 25 cents each. And I was hoping to sell, more than one at a time, that maybe some car club would want them. But so far, just been selling them for $5 each. Just a pair of Keen women's hiking shoes. Pretty good shape. Keen is always a good seller. And these were $4 or $5 at a garage sale about 3-4 weeks ago, and they sold for $40. This is a vintage Six Flags over Texas trucker style hat. I got this at a garage sale. They must have traveled to Texas all the time because it was full of these Texas theme park hats. And I bought the whole lot of them, and this one sold for $25. This is a Fossil bag. It's sort of a coated canvas material and a matching billfold to go with it. Fossil bags, they're always good sellers. This is the first one I've sold since the first one I found was a nice leather one that my girlfriend saw and commandeered it for herself. And then on a scavenging hunt with my daughter one time, she spotted a Fossil bag before I did, and she got it first. So this is the first for me. This was $5 at a garage sale, and it sold for $100. This is a vintage Sonic boombox. Remember that name. These will always sell no matter what condition. This one I found hanging from rafters of a filthy garage, and it was really dirty. I wiped it down with a damp rag and showed what worked and what didn't. Mostly it didn't work. Sold it for parts not working. I paid $10 for it, and now it's going to France via the global shipping program, and it sold for $300. This is another one of those vintage Mattel handheld games from the 70s. This is from 1979. It's soccer, and this was part of a couple of them that I had bought. Probably cost me $1 or $2, and it sold for $30. This is a little plastic coffee maker made by Stanhome or Stanley Corporation. Just a $2 garage sale find. Definitely that 70s look, and it sold for $25. This is a vintage tape head demagnetizer for reel-to-reel tape decks. It's a Fillmore, made in Japan. And I don't have any money into this, part of a large collection of vintage audio gear that I bought, and it sold on a best offer of $22. This is a vintage JCPenney's all-wool Mackinac jacket. Got the faux fur lining. I really thought this was going to go for a lot of money, but I've had it a long time, so I took a half-price offer of $25 for it. It was just like $4 at the Goodwill last fall. I picked up this Casio keyboard over the weekend at a garage sale. They wanted $15 for it, but they didn't have the power supply, so they let me have it for $6. And I put up a pretty hasty video, and it sold within just a few hours for $100. I'm glad that video is no longer being viewed. I have much bigger fingers than for these little keys on a keyboard. Another vibrating massager. This one's Homedics the Energizer. Pretty weird looking massager, but $2 garage sale item, and it sold for $30. This is a pair of Vask hiking boots. This is the second time I've sold them. I had to take a return, heat the shipping and everything, because I thought it said 8.5, but he knew it right away. They were 9.5 when he got them. So, but that first sale was on a best offer, and this time they sold full price, $50. This is a vintage Bible that I got at a, well, it used to be an auction house, and now they just sell furniture a couple times a week out of there because the guy that runs it still has all sorts of contacts to get, he cleans out houses and stuff. This was just $2. It looks brand new, and I put it up kind of high at $50 and took a half price offer. It took quite a few weeks to sell. And the last item for the week is this Monopoly Lord of the Rings edition. Very complete, real clean game, probably not played very often. And it included the, I don't know if you can see it in there, the pewter pieces and the gold ring itself. And this was a $5 purchase, and it sold for $30.